What's up everyone, how are you doing? Hope you had a great day. Lethal Concept here with a bit of what you would say filler kind of episodes. So what I'm going to be doing is uploading short-ish videos showcasing weapons that some people claim are usable on gold but aren't quite as popular and not much as seen. So the reason why I'm doing this is actually because as of this moment I'm really focusing on two quote-unquote projects. My ultimate beginner's guide, which is going to take a while because I have to sort through about 40 gigs worth of footage, and my Overwatch games of Uprising with my friends. So instead of having no content and no guides, because leveling up character 20 takes a while for my guides and I have to write up and test different builds, I figured I'd do a couple of games right now with weapons some consider usable but not often seen as gold, give my opinions, share my thoughts after using it, and then I'll pass the information on to you. So that's really it. Now onto the weapon. What's up everyone, Lethal Concept here, back with my weapons review filler episodes, and this one we're going to actually be talking about the Cyclone. So, the Cyclone has 47 damage, 675 rate of fire, 50 clip size, 313 max ammo, 53 accuracy, and 18 weight. So, the best comparison this gun can be made is with the Revenant. The Revenant has 74 damage, which is higher than 47. 620 rate of fire, which is lower than 675, 6 more clip size, 10 more clip size, a lot more max ammo, 450 compared to 313, less accuracy with 3 less accuracy, and the weight is 2 more. So, my thoughts on the Cyclone Gold. Oh boy. So if you actually decide to watch the raw footage gameplay, you'll see that I actually did not like the Cyclone at all. So the damage is decent, it's not bad, and especially with turbocharge it's actually decent. You have a bit of a less spread than the Revenant, you have less spread, and it actually does feel more accurate in that sense. The major downsides are that the Cyclone has a lot less damage, so you actually feel it takes longer to actually kill something at close range. You'll also notice that the charge up, so what the Cyclone has is before you're able to fire, you actually have to hold down the button and have it charge up. The most similar weapon that I could think about this is if you played Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, you've got the Venom shotgun. The Venom shotgun, you charge up and then you release. With the Cyclone, you charge up, you hold down the button, and then it releases. It has that 0.5 to 0.5 charge up time, and that is incredibly detrimental in firefights where you really want to start pelting the enemy really fast. If you see in my raw footage gameplay, I actually died because of that. I guess it's also attributed to that I'm not used to it. That could be definitely my responsibility, but I feel that it's not a very user-friendly gun in that regard. Also, if you're off-host, another thing that's with the Cyclone is if you're off-host, this is what happened in my raw footage, is that the gun won't actually fire, it will just stay in the state of charging up. This obviously stops within a couple of, I would say within the first minute or two in the game, but it's very annoying. In terms of performance, it's decent at long range, it's decent to medium range. Well, it's decent to medium and at the longer ranges than the Revenant, because you actually feel the accuracy and the less spread. But in terms of would I actually ever consider using this weapon for a build, I honestly would say no. I may test it out on a Turing Havoc Soldier, because the Turing Havoc Soldier can hover over enemies and circumnavigate cover like observers can. But I had a really disappointing time with the Cyclone. I tried to make it work with turbocharge, and I don't like the gun. But the pros of the gun, it's a bit more accurate than the Revenant. It fires a bit faster than the Revenant. The only use for that fire rate, however, would probably be to still have an assault rifle, but have a faster weapon to set up for explosions with your ammo power, because what I felt with the fire rate of the weapon is that it actually didn't make up for the damage loss, because it's 74 damage to 47 damage, it still didn't feel like it made up for the damage loss of not picking Revenant. Now, with my build I used the Cyclone on the human soldier, and what I really wanted to do was, I know that the Cyclone was going to be a bit weaker, so I wanted to set up with using the Cyclone and then having the faster fire rate to be able to set up explosions with my detonator on repeat concussions. But it still didn't feel good to use, honestly. You won't notice the weight difference. You notice the accuracy bonus a little bit, but I won't say it's very significant enough to pick Cyclone over a Revenant. You might be able to make it work. If you do, that's great for you, but I find that the damage loss and the startup is incredibly detrimental and not player friendly. Would I ever use this gun on gold? Not with when there's better options for me to use. And that's it for me today. It's not a very long video. These videos won't be long because I'll have my thoughts video and the gameplay video, and I'm focusing on my Ultimate Beginner's Guide and my Overwatch project. So that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.